everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So I know I said on my Instagram that I wanted to make a video about a vision board, and that is coming still, but there was another video I wanted to film first that I thought was more important. So here we are. Also, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'd love to have you here. We talk about all things law of assumption and manifestation, mostly from a science standpoint if possible, and from a more religious standpoint as well. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure you like, subscribe. You can leave a comment if you have any questions, and let's get right into it. So one of the biggest things that I've recently noticed with people that I've spoken to, or just people that I see online, or people who are just looking for advice, is the fact that a lot of people actually know exactly what to do when it comes to manifesting. Obviously, manifestation is something that we all do all the time. I think this is a thing that a lot of people are fully aware of now, and if you're not, you might still be way too much in the law of attraction mindset. So manifestation is just something that your subconscious brings into your reality as something that you can tangibly experience, which means you are doing it all the time. But the biggest thing that I see is that a lot of people are just not committing fully. Like, they have all the knowledge, they watched all the videos, they watched all of the coaches, they even start doing things right, but then they fall off the wagon really easily. And this could be because they are just giving up because they're not seeing results enough. They keep changing their affirmations or visualizations. Or a big thing that I see is, well, but this person is different, or this person has said this to me, or it's really difficult for me to focus because they are constantly keeping me off track, or they're blocking me from things. When you should be aware, especially if you're manifesting a person, by the way, but it doesn't matter what you're manifesting because someone always has to carry out your manifestation. Everyone is a mirror reflection of you. So someone cannot come in and block you from your manifestation. That's absolutely not how that works, because since everybody's just a mirror reflection of you, if they had free will the way you assume they do when you say they're blocking you, then you wouldn't be able to manifest them. You wouldn't be able to manifest a raise. You wouldn't be able to manifest money in general, or health, or whatever it is that you are trying to get through doing your technique. That is something that tangibly doesn't make any sense. It logically doesn't make any sense, but it's also just not accurate when you are believing in manifestation in general. My biggest thing really is that I see a lot of people trying and doing that and then failing, and either assuming that the law isn't working for them, or they're, doing everything they can, but they're just not getting there and they don't understand why. Stop manifesting. Honestly, stop consciously manifesting if you are not all in all the way, because you are doing yourself a disservice. You're using so much energy. You're using so many of your resources that you should be focusing on your everyday life normally, on trying to manifest something and trying to make something happen, when you might just be better off living your everyday life and spending maybe 5 minutes a day, maybe spending no time at all until you're ready, manifesting what it is that you want to manifest. Because manifestation, even though it is a 24/7 kind of thing, should not be consuming your everyday life. And I've had people ask me before, because there were some things that I manifested that I thought about maybe once. I mean, yeah, they weren't that important to me, but the number one question I always get is, well, how did you do that? How did you manifest so instantly or so fast? But I kind of noticed that those are the things that I just don't think about on an everyday basis. Sure, your subconscious still has programming and it will still come out in some things, but if something isn't that important to me, I just don't think about it that much. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care which way it goes, so I can think about it once and then be done with it. But even with bigger manifestations where I had to work a lot harder, I don't always necessarily spend all day, every day working on that or doing that, because it's not necessary. You don't need to be affirming 24/7 and doing all of that when you should be focusing on your life. You should be spending some time doing that, but most of the day you should be living in the end. And I can tell you from experience, and you can ask other coaches and other people who have done it, if you are really truly focused and living in the end, you would not be focused on your manifestation the way you are right now. You would not be consuming yourself with this, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Am I doing this enough? None of that would be happening. You would have a normal thought process that might go around that. But let's say, for example, you're manifesting an SP, because everybody's manifesting an SP. If you go to work to your 9 to 5, you might start thinking at around 4:45, oh, I'm wondering what we're gonna have for dinner tonight, or what am I cooking tonight, or what are they cooking tonight? That is a normal thought process. You wouldn't be sitting at work thinking do they still like me? Am I manifesting them? Am I doing it right? Can they hear my affirmations? You would be doing none of that. And even if somebody else were to come in and say hey, your SP doesn't like you, if you know they're at home, then they just made dinner for you and they're waiting for you, you would know full well that that's not true. You would tell them to go scratch and mind their business. You would maybe even mentally also repeat yeah, that isn't really true. You would not even give these people the time of day. You would just assume that they either don't know what they're talking about or they're doing it out of spite. They might want to just annoy you, whatever the reason may be. You would not take them seriously. You would not even waste your breath on them. But right now, because you're trying to manifest, you are wasting so much time and so much energy and so much effort into what someone else is saying, what someone else is doing, what someone else is thinking, and completely basically ignoring and not acknowledging your power in this, which of course results in you manifesting more of what you don't want. And that is a waste of your time. If you are not fully committed and you are not fully in with everything that you have to embody this, not just think about it, but actually live in the end and embody this, then just stop for a minute. Really take a step back and stop. I've been saying this for a long time to a couple people who have been trying to manifest certain things, and one of these people then actually ended up manifesting not exactly what they wanted, but a big chunk of that. They were manifesting a lottery win. So they then won a big chunk of money. It wasn't everything that they wanted, but they realized, oh my God, I was actually living in the end for the first time because I just let it go and I changed my mindset completely. And then within 12 hours or so, it happened for them, because they were just living their life knowing, okay, this is done. Now, how do you get to this is done? Obviously, you get there through doing techniques and all kinds of things, but during the day, if you are not thinking about it, I would not waste my time on it, because you are focusing more on the fact that you're not doing it right, or you have to do more techniques, or you have to do different techniques, or somebody said something and they might be interfering with that. And you know what they say, like, you seek, you shall find. If you look for more, well, someone's saying something, maybe they're right, that is what you're going to get more of at the end of the day. You might meet someone else who says something similar, or you might see something online that then completely just throws you off track again. And then it's not that you ever have to start from scratch, I'm not saying that, but you basically have to start from scratch mentally again, because you're like, okay, well, now I have to do more work and I have to counteract that, when you shouldn't even have to counteract anything. You should be focused in your manifestation. You should be focused in living in the end. And if you cannot fully do that while also living your life at the same time, you really need to take a step back and take a break and maybe recalibrate and say, okay, what is it that I actually want? How am I going to get there? How would I be if I got there? Have I been there in the past before? And how was I then? Did I like how I was back then? Did I not like how I was back then? What do I need to change to be the version that wants to be a certain type of way? Is there someone else that I know that might actually have exactly what I want? And how are they different from me? So maybe I can, see what they might be thinking. And if you want to know what somebody's thinking, just see how they're talking. Most of the time you can very clearly see their thought process in things and watch them, because I always see these comments of like, oh my God, this person got cheated on, or this person got cheated on, like Megan Fox and Beyonce and stuff like. But if you actually listen to them and notice how they feel about each other, and I've actually made a video about Megan Fox before and MGK, you will see that their self-concept is actually not very good. They have a lot of wounds and a lot of things to heal through. It doesn't matter how beautiful or how successful they are, because manifestation does not discriminate, and it doesn't discriminate for them either. Anyway, I really hope you liked this video. I hope you gained something from it. If you have any more questions or video suggestions, please leave a comment down below. Like I said, if you would like to subscribe, that'd be amazing. I'm currently uploading a lot of affirmation videos, but I'm going to try to get more active on TikTok again. I'm going to try and be more active on here again as well. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week whenever you watch this.